We get the question all the time, how do I care for my leather bag? How do I make it look newer longer? So we wanted to do this as part of our Facebook Live series, which we will be doing weekly. We'll be covering different topics from how to care for it, what fits in it, and we've also gone over how to pair it color-wise, and we've talked about the many ways to wear the Lauren. Today we're going to go over leather care. So first thing people always ask us is, what type of leather is my bag made out of? And there are several different types of leathers, but for the most part we use what is called a full grain leather. Now what makes a full grain leather is all the scars and all the imperfection of the leathers are left within the leather. They're not sanded out, they're not covered, they're just part of it, which helps keep the durability of the leather. Basically it's a natural protection that's kept in the leather. So what we're going to go over today is the different types that we currently make bags out of. You have an finished leather, which is shown here in the coconut. It kind of has like a shine to it. That's the easiest way to tell if it has any kind of finish or protection. Our wicked is more of a unfinished. It has a sanded leather, so a lot of the top coating is sanded off, but it's not considered a top grain as well. It just has the way that the tannery finishes the leather makes it more of a natural and treated, so it deserves a different type of treatment than a finished leather. We also have our suede leathers, and then we have our distressed leather. And the suede leather, all that is it's the secondary layer of the leather, and a distressed leather is part of what you would see, kind of more of a natural grain in there. It has a little bit more of a crackling effect. It just doesn't have as much of a finish. And over here we have Judy. She's going to model one of our other finished leathers, which is our Mai Tai, the living coral color of the week. So the best way to take care of this type of bag is you can use, we have actually several different products that we have here, different companies. This is by Cadillac. It's called handbag wipes. It's kind of like baby wipes, so if you use this, it's going to help clean the leather, even with the coloring of a bag that has a nice color to it. It won't strip it of its color. It'll just kind of clean the dirt off. But once you do that, you're going to want to add a little moisture back in. It's just kind of like when you clean your skin, when you get out of the shower after all the soap, you want to add lotion to it to moisturize the skin. It's the same concept here. We have a leather cream that you can buy on our website that also is made out of all natural products that you can put on a finished leather to bring the shine back if you feel like it's going. So that is the best way. If you see any marks, whether it's denim or ink, try to take care of that right away without letting the stain set. There are a couple different products that you can use. There's an ink and stain remover. We use one from a company called Leather Magic. And when you're using an actual cleaner, there are two types, one for top coated and one for nubuck, which is the unfinished leather. So make sure whatever type of leather you are using that you get the right type of cleaner for it. So going on to the unfinished leather, that is going to be like our Wicked or our Woodstock or Bluebell. Those all have a natural unfinished. We also have the Merlot, which is also a natural unfinished leather. And even though some of them might have a shine to them, when you feel it and there doesn't feel like there's any kind of protective coating, that usually dictates that it's an unfinished leather. So even though the Merlot has a little bit of a shine to it, when you feel the difference between that and, like, for say the coconut, you can definitely feel that there's just no layer of protection added to it. The best way to keep those looking newer longer is to start off with a weatherproofing spray. I don't typically do a lot of weatherproofing sprays on my bags, but I have found that this weatherproofing it, whether you do it professionally or personally, it will give this that added protection that the top coated finished leathers have. Otherwise, these are already kind of distressed for you, so they'll just distress and distress more. Any kind of protective coating will keep them looking this same color longer. Which brings us to well, actually we'll go over the distressed. So Judy's wearing a distressed leather that has a lot more of a shine to it. This doesn't have as much shine. There's still a little bit of a shine, but what you might notice on this bag is there are already kind of some nicks and scratches that you'll notice, but anything with a super shine on it, it's going to kind of crackle and age like a leather couch may age, and it'll just kind of soften, and the shine will actually kind of dissipate and crackle, and all the natural markings will blend in on the bag. This is our Mary Jane, and this is our Cape Cod. And the great thing about distressed leathers is they also respond really well to leather cream. So again, the leather cream, you can use a clean cloth. I tend to just put it on my fingers and I rub it on the bag. You'll see that shine, and it'll bring a lot of the luster back in the color of the bag. It'll also help blend in any of those natural or the nicks that you might get by just wearing the bag in your normal wear and tear. But with a bright color distressed leather, the leather cream will go a long way keeping the blue on this bag vibrant much longer than if you don't put any kind of protection or any kind of moisture into the distressed leather. Then with suede. Suede, everybody's afraid of suede. Of course, you have some darker suedes. This is the Greenwich carry bag. This is the Fawn Nikki bag. And any suede, of course, because it is the underlayer of the skin, it definitely has more of a delicate nature to it. You can also weatherproof the suede bags, which will make them look newer longer. But what we recommend is a suede brush, which is what this looks like. You can use a regular eraser. There are specific suede erasers that you can use as well. And so if you see any markings, just rubbing and getting loosening the dirt or whatever type of marking is on there, the eraser does really well doing that. If you have a tougher stain, there's a stiff side of the suede brush. There are softer sides of the suede brush, and those just, you can use to bring the nap back of the leather when you're cleaning it. You have your suede cleaners that you can use on it to also clean any markings. You want to let it dry and then use the suede brush to bring the nap back up in the leather. I have my, this is the Pacific leather, suede leather. I've been using this bag for probably 95% of the time over the last 3 years. And yes, it shows, some wear, but I think it's what normal leather or suede will wear like, and it looks newer longer because I've used the suede brush or I've made some cleaning adjustments on it. But for the most part, I did not add any protection to this. I like the leather aging and kind of darkening over time, but that again is going to be more of a personal preference on what it is that you like your leather to look like year in, year out. We understand that our bags are an investment, so we want you to get the most out of it, the most use out of it, and I think a little love goes a long way in keeping your bag looking newer longer. But again, we have care instructions on our website. Any questions that you have on the particular leather that you have, feel free to do a live chat or post a question on Facebook. Also on our website, if you go to any of our handbag style pages, there is a left nav bar that highlights the different types of leather. So if you have a question of what type of leather your bag is, you can go there and it'll say finished leathers. Click on it and you'll look for the color that you have and see if it's finished or unfinished or suede. Trying to think what else do we have. I think that covers it for today. Thanks for tuning in to our Facebook Live weekly series. Next up, we will be talking about what fits in several styles of our bags. So make sure to tune in for that, and thank you so much. Have a great day.